Hi guys! Today I bring you the way that I make my pork locrio. Locrio is the rice with the meat inside. This is easy and it has an ingredient that with the flavor it gives it, you will literally lick your fingers. You wanna know how I do it? Ven y hazlo con su. The meat that I use is the pork country style ribs. And additionally, I add some boneless pork belly. This is totally optional, but the flavor is delicious. As you notice, I have two big slices, but we will only use one in this recipe. The other one, I will save it for another time. The pack of meat is also a big pack, and I usually buy them at Costco or Sam's, and because it's so big, I usually make two packs out of one. And I will divide my meat, and after I divide it, I will clean it and cut it. Everyone cleans their meat to their preferences, but this meat in particular has some slimy parts or some fat in the middle, as you can see here. So I don't remove all the fat, but this portion like this, I do take it out because once you cook them, the texture and the flavor is not really good. So I try to clean it as much as I can, taking as much as the fat that it has, but obviously we cannot take all the fat away. After I do this, I cut it in bite sizes and we will rinse it. I usually rinse it twice and then I let it sit in like a half a cup of vinegar for about 5 minutes. As you can see here, one of those little pieces of fat escaped and I'm taking it out. After the meat sits in the vinegar water for the 5 minutes, we will rinse it, drain it, and then we will start to season. To season, we will use minced garlic, sofrito, mojo criollo, and this in particular will give it a really nice flavor, black pepper, Sazon Completo or Adobo, Oregano, Sazon, in this case I made my own, and soy sauce. Like always, the list of the ingredients will be in the description box. We will stir to make sure that all the meats get covered and we will let it marinate for about 20 to 30 minutes. Like I said before, the meat was enough for 2 packs and I seasoned 1 pack and the other I will save it in the freezer for next time. Now we will start to cook. Here we have our pork belly. We will add 1 tablespoon of oil to our pot. This is mostly so it doesn't stick to the pot, and then it gets done faster and it takes a better texture because it will end up being like little chicharrones inside our rice. We will let it cook for about 3 minutes. Then after the 3 minutes has passed, we're gonna turn it to the other side and we're gonna let it cook for another 3 more minutes. In total, the pork belly will cook about 8 to 10 minutes. After the 8 to 10 minutes have passed, look at the nice color of this pork belly. This will be totally delicious. And now we will add our meat. The meat, please do not add the liquid that has on the marinade. We're going to save it for later. And then we will stir just to make sure our meats get color on all the sides. As the meat cooks, it gets out a lot of liquid. We will check it constantly just to make sure that that liquid's dried out, but the meat does not burn. As you can see here, it has a lot of liquid. We haven't added anything. This is just the natural water of the meat. After the liquid dries, as you can see here, this will just allow the meat to cook a little bit, but also take a nice color. And now we will add the liquid that we reserved from the marinade. We will also add 3.5 cups of water. I usually rinse out the container where I was marinating the meat, and we will add it to the meat and we're going to let this boil. After the water boils, we will add 2 chicken bouillons. And totally optional, we will also add 1 can of corn. You will also use frozen corn. Then we're going to taste this before we add the salt. In my case, it needed a tiny touch of salt and I added a half a teaspoon, but the salt is to taste. And after adding the corn, we're going to let this come to a boil one more time. I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you to all of you watching my videos and supporting my channel. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. So please subscribe, hit that like button and comment. Also, don't forget to share this video. I just really appreciate all your support. Now back to the cooking. And as you guys know, I love cilantro, so I will be adding a little bunch of cilantro. This is just for a little fresher taste. And then after this, we will start to clean our rice. This is the rice that I use, and I will be adding 3 cups of rice. After adding the rice, we stir to incorporate all, and then we will cover to let the rice dry. As you can see, the rice has dried out, and we will need to get as much rice off the bottom of the pot as we can. This rice gets very stuck to the pot. We will loosen it as much as possible. Then we will make a little mountain. We will remove all the rice from the sides, and we will make a hole in the center. Just reference my other rice videos and you can see this is what I do all the time every time I make rice. After we make the little mountain, we will cover it and we will lower the heat as much as you can. I usually put it at the number 2 and we will let it cook for about 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes have passed, you will turn the rice with a motion from the bottom to the top, just basically flipping it to cook the other side. Then also the center. Make another mountain and again we will let it cook for another 10 minutes. This time has already passed. Basically, we're just going to be turning the rice to make sure it's all well cooked. Sometimes it might need another 5 minutes, but in this case it's just fine. And as you can see, the meat is soft and we are just basically ready to eat. I am so hungry right now, it's not even funny. I don't know about you guys, but we do love concón. Concón is the sticky part of the rice that is stuck in the bottom of the pot. And as you can see, we just take a big spoon and we just try to take it apart. Guys, this food is so good. You will not believe the nice flavor of this meat. I actually cooked a lot that day because I didn't want to cook the next day. But they ate the whole thing. So I have to literally cook again the next day. So it kind of defeated the purpose of me making a lot of food. But anyways, I'm telling you, this is perfect with a nice avocado, with a nice salad. But you know what's perfect for it? My caramelized sweet plantains. I do have the recipe and I will list the link in the description box so you can make it. Perfect combination. And to be honest, this is one of my favorite meals. I hope that you tried this recipe, but I also hope that you like this video. If you do, please give me thumbs up, share it, and if you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to get notified every time I post a video. Also follow me on my social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat on Hazlo con Su. Now you know how I do it. Bye.